like we saw. And now we are going to start with this sketch. You have to select sketch, obviously. Now we are going to select this plane. I would like to select alzado now. The first that we have to select is polygon, and now check, you have to change to 8. The most of the time is a number 6 there. Please change. The first point is here, and after probably is if you don't have a good pulse in your hand, no, don't worry for that. Select this line, and after you say horizontal, and you will have a good shape. After, please select the circle. The circle is concentric about this, and remember this, the circle is 36, and after this point, from this point is I don't know, is not from this point. This point to this point are 70, but it's the same, 70. Okay, we have these, students, we have this, and after we have to extrude 140. What have to extrude 140 is the next step. Go fixtures, but check this, students, check this. The shape of the piece has this part in the half, and this part by using the middle of the piece. For that reason, I'm going to select mid-plane, extrude for extrude the piece, and 140. Like you can check now, you will have 70 from this point, from another 70 for another point. Okay, that is the difference for the mid-plane. If you select, in example, normal, blind, you will have for only one side, but I don't like that because it's better to design the piece the mid-plane. Okay, let's say okay, and after we will have this part. We have cut out here 10 and 10 for every side, 10 for every side, but you will have 5 millimeters to down. Okay, so I'm going to do one sketch with the select this face. Yes, I'm going to say Control plus 8. I will have this. I'm going to select line. In example, I'm going to touch this line, but I don't. I have many options. In example, if you go up, you will have like this. In example, you have to be. You are sure that the line is vertical because we have this sign, and I will have another line like this. In example, I don't like now the dimensions, but in order to have one order, I would say is 80, 90. Only to have one order. Yes, only for that. Okay, and after, in order to do the 10, you will have to select offset entities, and you will say 10, but by bidirectional. And you select this line and this line, but check, I have a little mistake here. If you say you measure from this point to this point, they are 20. I don't need that. I need 5. In example, to do 10. Yes, students, because it's bidimensional. I'm going to say okay, and after I'm going to close these parts. It's okay, no problem. After I will to erase that part to this, and after this part. So and now I'm going to cut the things that I don't need. Remember, SolidWorks works with areas. areas. I have many areas here. For that reason, I have to do some trims. In example, this, why not this? Why not this too? So the parts is blue. No problem, but I'm going to do some things in order to is not blue. In example, this. From this point, an example, only to do some restrictions, wherever, like that. Okay, after that, the students go out of the sketch. Like you saw, we have 5 millimeters to enter. Go out of the, go to fixtures and extrude cut. Select this area, but obviously have only 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters. Yes, I have this part, but in the back I have the same. I have the same in the back. What can I do for in order to copy the that cut? Is so easy. Go to mirror here in mirror face to mirror face plane. You have to select this plane, alzado. Why the alzado? Because it's in the half. Do you remember? I don't want to extrude in both sides. That is the reason that I do in both sides. For that reason, I select that plan no alzado, and after you have to say mirrors to fixture, fixture to mirror. This cut. I'm going to say OK, and I will have like this. Okay, students? Okay. After that, I will have 2 holes here, but the holes are the same, and like you can check now, it has 80 millimeters from one point to another. They are in the middle of this side of this wall, and 30 millimeters from this point. It's so easy. Now I'm going to say a sketch in this plane. Ctrl+8. I'm going to select circle. In example, this is the middle. It's okay here. I'm going to say 1 point here, and after I'm going to do the size. The size is 16, and after I'm going to select from this point to this point are 30 millimeters. Okay, what can I do in order to copy this? It's so easy. Copy. So what can I do? So please, movie. Here we have copy entities. Entities to copy. This start point. This point. I'm going to say obviously check. You have to be in the middle of the line, and after you say okay, the measure from this point to this point are 80. Okay, go out, and after do the extrude cut, and after you just have to say through all. When you say through all, check. You have to cut from another part. It probably has another part here. Will cut because it's through all. Es por todo. Okay. Now, what we need to do another. So this part is so easy. The difference here is you have to select a sketch from one plane, so it's up of that face. The plane of that is up of that face is this. For that reason, you have to select that. Ctrl+8, and you will have like this. I'm going to do, in example, one center line like in another exercise. And remember, it has a 30 millimeters. I'm going to do the same offset. 30 millimeters. For that reason, I'm going to select 15. bidirectional, and it's okay. Now I have to do this in order to be sure, because check this. I don't see the dip of this part. I will take this 5 in order to this dip. I'm going to do the same. This 5, I'm going to put here this 5. Okay, what I have to do? So I'm going to say is not in the line. Check this, students. I try to do this. Convertir to entidades. I'm going to say this line convert to entities. What is the meaning of that? When you say convertir entidades, the line is back. Now it's in your plane. Like you can check here. Now it's in your plane. This line is this because you use the convert to entities. It's like to say that line that is in another sketch up or a page in this sketch is that for that tool. Okay. And after to finish, I have to cut. A ver, ahí está. Okay. I will say trim like this, trim, and trim, but I have to put 5 millimeters inside. This I want to say. Pay attention for this. I have select the chain. Get out the select the chain, and you have to say only 5 millimeters. And not, I don't like now bidirectional, only for one direction, and reverse. In order to is outside, I like inside. For that reason, I will select reverse. Okay, and after trim entities. In order to finish that piece, I have the risk. Probably I don't cut doesn't cut this part to all the piece. I will check, but I'm going to say okay, cut. I'm going to say through all. And that's it. Check. I have the piece. Have I done? I will put material. I will put material in example aluminum in example. Yes. Alloy, aluminum alloy, apply, close, and the mass is 1079.36 grams. This is the answer, students. So for that reason, it's so easy in order to do your homework, and it's good for you.